Linda, how about you? What comes up for you when we talk about knowing when to leave?
Oof, right? 33 years starter marriage. Yeah, there was a book that came a little too late for me. It's called Affair Proof Your Marriage. And so you guys have read my book, read the letters I wrote in marriage or was a marriage retreat, and just working and like, what am I doing wrong and how do I make this work? And then I went into refugee resettlement. I was just a volunteer, and a family from Russia came, and they had like 8 boys, but 7 came with them, and a wife of one of them. And so I was teaching them language, finding them jobs, teaching them how to drive. And there was a 21-year-old, very charismatic young man. And we were just like click and had so much fun together. And just one thing led to another. And I did not have intercourse with him. I was in bed with him naked. And it was like I was this Christian woman, 32 years old, and it's like, what? I was just so shocked at myself, and just so desperate for love. And of course, the bottom line of that, which didn't happen until I was in my 50s, is I didn't love myself. And so some of you guys got caught up with like the narcissist because of it. And I got caught up in an affair because of it. And nobody really knew. I think in the Russian community, there was some gossip, but I knew. And I was so hard on myself, shooting on myself. And I was in Bible study fellowship, and so there was like no way I could continue in leadership. And yeah, it was a really tough time. And then I finally just told my husband, because like I couldn't stand it any longer. And it's interesting because I didn't do anything with him really in comparison to like, full blown affair or something like that, where you're secretly meeting and having sex all the time. And to me, it didn't matter. That it wasn't any different. The addiction that was there, it like if I was in the back seat of the car, I just want to put my hands on his shoulders. It was tough. So and then my husband had an affair, or if you would. He had a friend, and then they did have crazy sex all night long. And he told me. And this book, How to Affair Proof Your Marriage, it's a healing book if you've had an affair. And it's a book that really helps you understand why you did what you did. And you can, it shows you all the flags and that you can catch within a marriage earlier. And they started studying it at church right after, I had had my affair. So, and even though I was like still married, there was somebody who was helping me. Well, the person that helped me write the divorce manifesto. And at one point, I just really wanted to have sex with him, and I did on my anniversary. I was getting divorced, and I didn't care. And it was like, you know what? I've guilt and shamed myself for not having a sexual affair, so I might as well just have sex. So it was by like get back revenge, and it was horrible. And I was he said like he needed to get some sleep, so he was gonna sleep in the other room. And I just bawled and bawled and bawled. And he goes, well, and I said, well, you don't have to like go to the other room. This is your bed. You can stay here. So then I went to the other room, And then I just cried the rest of the night. It was like, I just felt so freaking lost. And that was really, really my first step into my own healing journey of, it's not about other people outside of me, it's about me. And I don't want to feel this way anymore. So, and then Terry came into my life and had been suggested by that guy too. How about Terry-Nichols? Nah, he's all ego. I don't like that. So it was interesting. Thanks.
Thank you so much for sharing that, Linda, for being vulnerable and transparent. You know, I think as women, if we had more of this in our lives, and certainly I'm hearing earlier, I think we would be more loving towards ourselves,
Right.
more forgiving, and certainly more nurturing towards ourselves first. Linda, when you said that you were so desperate for love, oh gosh, that hit me right there, right in the heart. I've been there, right? And the things that we will settle for and sacrifice for just to be loved. And as you mentioned, I think that's why I fell in love with personal development work. And certainly my transformation journey is the best thing about it is that I learned to love myself. And just that abundant mindset. It really does start with us. Thank you for sharing, Linda.